Remember, George Reeves had pretty much an open house. There were a lot of people in there all the time, and friends of friends.
Harder criticized the police for their lackadaisical investigation.
They overlooked such facts as no fingerprints on the gun, additional bullet holes, a house full of drunken people, and still swore that it was suicide. To me, it appears that some sort of cover-up is going on.
There are some who go even further, saying they know who pulled the trigger.
Lenore Lemon killed George Reeves. That is a fact. And that is from information being compiled by people that were close to her at the time, people that had talked to her at the time. And within the next few months, we're hoping to get enough clearance so that we can start naming some names.
Jim Hambrick is convinced that George Reeves was murdered by his fiancée. Hambrick has a Superman museum in his home. He takes the museum on tour.
George had broken the news to Lenore about the fact that he didn't want to get married. He was in love with Tony Mannix, and that he was basically using her to get back to Tony. They'd argued through the course of the day, and later on that evening they'd had some guests over.
Hambrick's version is the same as the others, up to the point when George went to bed.
Lenore was very upset. George was in the shower. Lenore went upstairs after this. This was about 12:30 or so. She pulled out the Luger out of the side drawer where George kept it, and as he came out of the shower, he tried to wrestle the gun from her. He knocked her down on the floor, and she shot him. Before she went downstairs, she wiped the gun clean, threw it down. She picked up a couple of the casings, went downstairs, and told everybody that she was trying to talk George. George was shot himself. He committed suicide. She was arguing with him, trying to stop him. And she pretty much convinced everybody downstairs that that was what happened, in fact. It took them 45 minutes to call the police.
She left town immediately and went to New York, never testified or talked to the police, and just never came back to California. So it seemed to me like she was running and hiding.
The police never called her back because she had some very important ties with some people in Hollywood. Mickey Cohen, she had been out with Jimmy Hoffa. She was a socialite from New York. She had a lot of connections. My whole job now is to pursue that truth and to let it be known and to perhaps, hopefully, clear George's name of suicide once and for all.
What do you think happened? Get a pen and paper, because when we come back, I'll be asking you for your verdict on who shot Superman. And also, the battle of the banned bikinis. I'd like you to grab a pencil and paper now, because in a moment I'll be giving you a number to call so you can register your vote in our mystery. Now that you've seen the different scenarios of the death of TV Superman, we really would like your opinion on how the Man of Steel died. Dial our special vote line. The number is 1